Driving to work during Sydney's morning peak has been likened to going 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali. An Auditor-General's report has found journey times are getting longer as average traffic speeds fall below 30 kilometres an hour. And getting a bus or train is just as frustrating because of overcrowding. Transport reporter Kylie Simmons.
The amount of time wasted stuck in Sydney's traffic is getting worse.
The average travel speed to get to work is now less than 30 kilometres an hour.
Despite duplicating the Iron Cove Bridge, Victoria Road is still the slowest route to and from work, with drivers crawling at 24 kilometres an hour. If you're lucky, you'll get to work faster on the M2, but 36 kilometres an hour is as good as it gets. Congestion around the M5 is also building. Only 14% of containers from Port Botany are moved by rail. The Auditor-General says employers are suffering as drivers turn up to work already stressed.
If you spent the morning fighting in the traffic and you feel like you've had 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali before you get to work, you're not going to be as productive as someone who's fresh.
The government's answer is to improve the disastrous public transport system left behind by Labor.
If I can get people off the roads and onto trains and buses, that's one of the key things I need to do.
Side platform 16.
But train rides are also slower. On-time running fell on most lines and CountryLink trains failed to meet their target. Despite City Rail performing better than international benchmarks for crowding, more than half of all passengers think it's a major problem. And while there are 200 more buses, 1 in 5 people can't get on because they're too full. The government and Infrastructure New South Wales are working on solutions.
Nick Reiner and his team have a pretty big task in front of them. They are looking at long-term planning, but I think they, along with the government, have to also look at some short-term solutions.
For now, drivers may just have to do what they're used to and wait. Kylie Simmons, ABC News, Sydney.